So, Coach, another great win, great conference win. Y'all clinched a spot in the tournament last week. So, just talk about your overall thoughts about the game.
Really glad and pleased with the way the guys bounced back from Thursday. You know, it would have been easy for us to have a letdown today because that Thursday game was, you know how emotional that game was and the way we won it. It'd have been easy to have a let up, but we did a good job of being consistent with our play, and really proud of our guys and how they responded. I thought Lee played really well, and we did just enough to keep a little distance there at the end to get the win.
Last game, when y'all headed up to Lee, y'all won by a buzzer beater, and I know it must just feel great to know that you have a comfortable lead throughout the entire game almost. So just talk about the consistency of the guys tonight.
Yeah, you know, it was back and forth there for a while, but then at some point there, midway through the second half, we got a little bit of breathing room, and we did a good enough job to keep some distance. We missed some free throws at the end. They made a couple buckets at the end to extend the game, but you know, our consistency with our effort and our enthusiasm is what I'm really pleased with. That we haven't had a letdown yet. You know, by the last month, really, our guys have done a good job with that.
So you had the typical names who did well. You had Lawan with 20. You got Josh with 9. A couple of guys who don't really shine too often, but tonight they just seem to find. Just talk about Tyrus and Charles's game tonight.
You know, those guys kind of, when your number's called, making the most of it, and those guys did it tonight. You know, we know Tripp's got it in him to score the ball for us. And, you know, in the last few games, Tyrus has had some good games. They just played a little bit more minutes, a little bit more meaningful minutes tonight, you can say. But, boy, it's good to have depth. It's good to have a guy that can sub in, and, you know, we don't have a drop-off. And it keeps everybody held accountable for how they play. Because, you know, if you don't get it done, there's a guy sitting over there that's ready to get your spot.
The bench combined for about, I want to say, about 32 of the 79 points. So that's pretty good just to have that many points coming off of your bench, and you don't have to just rely on your starting five. Anybody else you want to highlight?
Yeah, I know. I'm just really pleased with the effort to be ready to go mentally. These are tough games. It's even tougher when you go on the road. But just like I said earlier, from that Thursday to this game, it's tough to get juiced about these games. But we feel like we have a lot to play for, and we have enough guys that have a consistent enough effort that keeps our team consistent. And you know, we got 3 or 4 that are kind of wide open every day they come in here. You know, even when we're in here by ourselves practicing. And that has a lot to do with our team having consistency with our play.
Y'all head to Memphis on Thursday. It's a whole lot nicer to have a bunch of days off instead of just that one day in between games. So talk about your preparation leading to Thursday.
Yeah, it'll be a big challenge. You know, that was our last loss several weeks ago. It was a game that could have gone either way, going triple overtime. It'll be a big challenge for us, and I'm sure, like we said, you know, winning solves a lot of problems, and it's easy to get a little more mentally prepared for practice after you have won, and I'm sure the guys will be ready for it. They'll be excited about the trip and have a chance to play Christian Brothers again.